Hello guys, how are you? I want to use the opportunity to appreciate each and every one of you that subscribe in our YouTube channel. Like I told you before that it's not just an entertaining YouTube channel, it's an educative YouTube channel where we can learn from the physics of life. You can told you before that we talk about the physics, we look at it as the scientific studies that deals with everything about the universe. You can see that whatever that we are doing is all about the physics of life. In our previous video, or in the last video, we talk about the menstrual cramp, or what we call the menstruation pain, and I told you about some of the stuffs that when you use it together, it will be able to help you to remedy or bring a remedy or reduce or subside the pains that follows the menstrual cramp. Then in the today's one, as I told you before, that we are going to look at how we are going to use some of the stuffs. There are some of the stuffs that you will be coming across, and you don't know the medicinal or the importance of it, or how we can use it to cure some of the things, some of the dangerous diseases and sickness that have been killing so many people. One of them we are told you about is how to shrink or blast out fibroid. And the second one is how to kill and cure cervical cancer. With what? It's not all about the drugs. You know that these days, these things have been killing so many people. That is why you have to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Share the link, subscribe. If it is important, you can share it with other people. Make sure you subscribe and comment also in the channel. Share the link. Before we proceed, make sure you click share the link, share it. When you subscribe, it's not going to cost any money from your account. Like I know that some of the fears that some of you have. When you subscribe, it's just to help us to reach a certain threshold in the YouTube. Just click just click it there, and you can also still comment. Your comment is so much important. It will help us to improve and get better. So moving back to what we had today, how do you cure this fibroid? You know that you can see that in families these days, fibroid have stopped so many people, have stopped so many conception. You see someone that very healthy and normal, but to conceive, it becomes a very big problem as a result of some of the fibroid, which may be uterus fibroids, which may see that be fighting the position where the child or the baby need to be established in the womb. Now, how do you cure this fibroid? You know, you have different names, different tribes have different names that or whatever that they cause it in their own language. I know that in Igbo language they used to call it ehe, something like that. So that is why you have to subscribe this channel. Make sure you subscribe, share the link, and if it's helpful, just subscribe. That's one of the way to help us. Then how can you cure this fibroid that has been a problem? Fibroid has been a problem to so many people. Number one, I know that you know what this thing is all about. You've seen it. This is turmeric. This is turmeric. They are selling it in the market. It's everywhere. It has both the fresh and the dry one. But I will encourage you, get the fresh one. For some ladies or married women that are having issue in their conception, sometimes it's discovered that even the fibroid operation is not something of here. It's very costly. It's very costly. Instead of spending that money in going for the operation, these are some of the things that can help you. This is the first one. This is turmeric. And this is the second one, which is garlic. You use it as a spice in cooking. But this thing has in fact, It's one of the strongest antibiotics you have ever heard or known, or that have been in existence. That's why you look at some of the China, Indians, some of the things, when the extra from this is what they used to in the production of some of the drugs, then you know about this one. This is ginger. We use it to cook. Now the question is, how do you use these three things that I've listed, the ginger, the turmeric, and the garlic, three of them? How can you use it to do what? To cure this fibroid? That is the question. You see the reason why I say you have to subscribe. Just click that subscription button. If you have not clicked it, make sure you click on it. If this video is beneficial, comment. We are so much interested in your comment. It will be one of the ways to help us to know how far we are progressing. So now the procedure is, number one, get this turmeric in a larger quantity. They are selling it, it's very cheap in the market. Get it in a larger quantity. Wash it very well. Scrape it with knife. Use your knife and scrape it. After scraping it, then you put it inside your pot. Then the same thing with the garlic. Get it in a larger quantity also. When you wash it, you use your knife and cut all of them. Just cut all of them into pieces. Then the same thing with this almighty ginger also. When you get it also, buy it in a larger quantity. Wash it and also cut it. Put it inside the pot and pour water. Make sure that all of them, you have all of them, you bought it. Make sure that all of them are in the higher quantity. In a large quantity. Both the ginger, the garlic, and turmeric. So that when you boil it, the water will be more concentrated. Are you listening? Make sure you follow this procedure. This thing that deals with fibroid can also cure cervical cancer. You know, when we talk about the cervical cancer, it's not just an ordinary sickness or you say ordinary disease. You know that it goes with blood. You see, person after being infused with the blood, before you know what they can also gush out excessive bleeding. That is the cervical cancer. That's excessive bleeding. Sometimes you see the person that is suffering from it after bleeding for a very long time, the person get tired. When you fuse with the blood, before you know what happened, the person will end up bleeding. That's the way of that of cervical cancer. Now, when you boil this thing in a larger quantity, this ginger, garlic, and the turmeric, you follow the way that I told you. Cut all of them, wash them, cut them, boil it in the water. Let the water be a bit less so that when they finish boiling, the concentration level of it will be much. Now, for the person that is suffering from the fibroid, when you are drinking these things, this combo, because the combination of it, the boil of it, the combination of it is combo. This particular combo that we are talking about, early in the morning, you can take a shot of it. You can even use normal cup, the smaller cup, or even stainless cup. Just scoop a cup of it and drink in the morning. It will make you to be hungry. That's one of the things. So, which means you have to be eating also. And every person's body system may not be the same. Despite the way it might shake, try and be eating very well. In the morning, drink a cup of it. Later in the evening, when you finish eating, or in the night before you go to bed, drink another cup of it. I guarantee you that it will shrink the fibroid. You know what I talk about shrink? That is removal of the water, making it to dry. It will shrink no matter how big that fibroid is. As far as you are taking this thing every day, regularly, every day, this thing will shrink it. For someone that will complain that she cannot conceive because of the fibroid, when you take these things, I guarantee you before 3 months, you will see that your system, everything will be normal. Before 3, 4, 5 months, go to your doctor, go to hospital and check it to discover that the fibroid, no matter how big, it have shrunk and become smaller. It will even kill it. So you see this thing, for the person also that is suffering from the cervical cancer, when you keep on taking this thing, remember that even the garlic, it even helps in the clotting of blood. It helps to reduce the overflow, which means it contains it has more of even vitamin E in it also. So now when you take this thing, so someone that is suffering from the cervical cancer, this same combo that cures the fibroid will also heal the cervical cancer. Seeing is believing. This same combo that you prepared, don't drink it when it is hot, so that it will not burn your mouth or burn your tongue. Allow it to cool. Drink it regularly. And also for someone that you know that having this cervical cancer, you have to reduce the level of fatty food that you eat. Yes, you have to reduce the level of fatty food that you eat. Make sure you take this thing regularly. I guarantee you, within 1 or 2 months, your body system will come back to its originality, to its original form. Make sure you subscribe. Like as I told you before, make sure you subscribe. No matter how big the fibroid is. Like I told you, I mentioned that this combo can cure the fibroid. It can also cure the cervical cancer. It can cure the cervical. It will cure, not it can cure. It cures both of them. It will even help the bleedings to stop in that cervical cancer affecting. So make sure you use this principle. You do have someone that is suffering from the cervical cancer. This is the reason why you have to subscribe. This is the reason why you encourage people to subscribe to this channel for more educative information. This is the reason why you have to, like I told you, we are not just here to come and entertain people. We don't just post a nonsense thing or things that are for ordinary entertainment. We post an imparting, life imparting, educating information. That when you applied it, you see that this is just the physics of life. When someone talk about the physics, like I told you, this is part of the physics of life. We study the nature. We look at the nature. We try to find the solution, how it can help the humanity so that they can live the normal life that God wants them to live instead of dying before their time. Like I said, follow the procedure. These are the little words, solution. Watch out for our next video that will come next day. In our next video, we'll look at how to cure ulcer with some of the stuffs that you don't even know that they exist. Subscribe. Just click the subscription button. Subscribe.
Okay, go and fetch water.
And God help and God bless you.
When you fetch it,
Thank you for subscribing.
call me, I will carry
Thank you. I'm expecting to see the
it.
comments. Just comment. If this video is helpful,
Yeah.
just comment. Okay. Bye.